again to my channel. Thank you for always tuning in. I really do appreciate you all. To all my new subscribers, thank you so much for making the decision to press the button. And to my whole subscribers, thank you so much. Happy New Year, guys. I hope you had a wonderful holiday with your family, the Christmas celebration, the New Year celebration. I hope you all had a fantastic time with your friends and family. I've been away for a while now, and well, I've been away on YouTube for a while now. Not that I was away. I was just away on YouTube because I needed time with the family to plan the holidays. There was so much going on. I just needed that break. So I'm back now. It's the new year. Do you have a New Year resolution? Well, for me, New Year resolution is not my thing anymore. I think when you get to a particular age, you just want to live your life, live each day as it comes. What it offers you, you deal with it and move on. So yes, that's what 2023 is going to be for me. I'm going to live each day as it comes. So today, guys, I'm just going to give you a little taste of my holiday, what I did over the holiday. I did a lot of binging on programs. I went to the cinema, and then, of course, good old Netflix, just, you know, filling all the gaps for me. So today, I'm just going to give you an insight into the movies I saw, the series I watched over the holidays. If you haven't seen them, you can try them out. And if you've seen them, I'm sure you will agree with one or two things I will say about this different program on TV, on Netflix, really. So let's start with the cinema. Over the holiday, I went to see, of course, Black Panther. I've always been a fan of Black Panther. So in the cinema, I went to see Black Panther. It was a good movie. I think it was more of a paying, is it homage, I would say, or paying respect to Bossman, who died, you know, a few years ago, which really, you know, touched it and everyone that loved Black Panther. It was a very good way of paying the final respect to him, and it also built up a new storyline for us to watch out to for the continuity of Black Panther. I think that was fantastic. I will give Black Panther a 9/10. The other movie I saw in the cinema this holiday was Avatar. Yeah, it was quite a lengthy movie, about 3 hours. I must confess, the first 1.5, I think I was dozing off in and out with my husband. The kids were excited, they were watching it anyway. Yeah, so I think the first 1.5 hours was a bit, it was okay, but it was just dragging. So I'll give the first half of the Avatar 6/10. And then the second half was just full of action, where how we can, you know, we saw everything going on. So I will give the second half an 8/10. I think the next movie I saw at the cinema was the Women King. Yeah, Women King. That was an amazing movie. It reminds me of, you know, the very first when we all saw Black Panther and women were the warriors fighting and protecting the king. And this was like an all-women cast. And I think Viola Davis was the main character there, and she just embodied that role. And, you know, all the other ladies that were, you know, in that role with her, they just embodied the role, and they made me proud as a woman, really. So it was a very enjoyable movie. I will give that movie 8.5/10. So now let's go into the Netflix binging. So I'll start with the series. I watched, I caught up with some series on Netflix, and I think the very first one I saw was the Glass Onions. I heard so much about it, and my kids were like, you know, Mom, you need to see this. This is quite an interesting movie. And so we all sat down as a family and we watched the Glass Onion. I think there are 2 series now on Netflix so far, and they are fantastic. They are very intelligent program. You need to sit down and listen to every bit of it for it to make sense. It's quite intelligent. I love it. I will give the Glass Onion 8/10 as well. I think the next series I watched is called Far From Home. This is a Nollywood series, Nollywood Netflix original series. It has 6 episodes, fantastic plot, fantastic storyline. I really love it, and I think the way the series ended is open to, you know, another series. Really depends on the producer or, you know, whatever they plan to do with that. But I really love this, and I'll give this Far From Home an 8/10. The cast, the storyline, the plot, everything was just fantastic. So I would advise you to see that. Now the next one I'm going to talk about is this one. I'm still on it, I must confess. I'm on the last series now, but it's just fantastic. It's called How to Ruin Christmas. It's a South African series. You know, the first series started the first year, the second series was the second year, and the third series was the third year. And it's all Christmas. What happened to a family every Christmas two families now, because we had marriages, births, and all sorts, deaths as well. So you need to see this. It's called How to Ruin Christmas, a South African program on Netflix. I will give it a 9/10. I'm really, really enjoying it. It's fantastic. If you have the time, go and see that. And the next one is oh, this one. How can I forget this one? Now this one is on Netflix. It's on ITVX, and I think someone says on Amazon as well. I'm not sure. It's called Riches. I really love this. And you know what? When I see a program that is, beautiful up to standard, the storyline is fantastic and everything, and there's an hint of Nigeria in it, I'm going for that program. So this Riches is on ITVX in the UK, like I said, and the storyline is around this Caribbean, African family based in the UK. They have a thriving business of black hair products, black, cosmetic line, and the father died. Of course, two women were involved: his first wife, his second wife, the kids. They died, and complete mess on the will he left behind. I don't want to give too much of it away, but you need to see this, Richard. It's an amazing plot, amazing storyline, amazing characters. I'm looking forward to the second season. I hope there's a second season because it's too good not to have a second season. And the way this is the first season, and there were 6 episodes. Yeah, 6 episodes. And the way the last episode went, it's open to many interpretations, many series, many storylines they can follow up. So I'm hoping if anybody is listening with the authority to do a season 2, Riches is one for you to watch. Season is one that requires a second season for everyone to enjoy. So Riches, make sure you check that out on iTunes. Now let's go to the movies I binged on Netflix. I binged mainly on the Nollywood movie this holiday. And the first one I'm going to talk about is Coming from Insanity. Now, this movie is around the family again. They had this maid from another country. This really happens in Nigeria a lot. People from Benin or Togo, they come into Nigeria to work as maids. So this particular maid was working with this family, and they treated him really well. And the kids, of course, one was very good to him, the other wasn't. I'm not going to give you all the story, but the maid, as he grew with the family, and then he learned how to print money. Yes, print fake money. And when he left the family, started making that money, the police were chasing him. So it's just, you need to see it. It's an interesting movie. It's a comedy, and it's just fantastic. I'll give it a 7. The other one I watched is Soole. Now this is quite an interesting movie, Nollywood movie. It's very intelligent. You need to sit down and watch it as well. Everything happened in a bus. In Nigeria, we have these luxurious buses that goes to the north, to the east mainly. So I think this particular one was going to the east, and we had different people in it, different character. We had a nun, we had just a lady that sells, a business lady. We had different people, but they all had different hidden agendas. So you need to watch the Soole to understand. The good, the bad, and the ugly. They're all inside there. But you need to, like I said before, listen and understand the storyline, and understand the character, so that when it starts unfolding, you understand exactly what's going on. So this movie actually took place in a bus, the entire movie. It was fantastic, very intelligent plot. I will give it, and I think the film was produced by Junior. I think that's the very first production. Fantastic girl, keep doing that great work. So I'll give that movie an 8. Yes. The next movie I'm going to talk about, this is very funny. It's called The Razz. I mean, when I saw it, I wasn't sure. I'm like, okay, let me just check it out. And then it's a comedy, and then I kept watching and watching, and was just laughing. It's just funny. And I think the interesting part for me there was, okay, let me just say, the story is about this guy who is well learned, and he always expects people to do right and to get things right. He's a perfectionist, that's what I should say. So if you speak back English, he will correct you. If you're not doing well, he's so arrogant. So, and he's very snappy and can be really, really rude to his colleagues. So he was rude to his colleagues, and there was this cleaner in that company who saw how his behavior was and just put a curse on him. And he became really rash. All those good English, Queen English he was speaking, and all those, all those impeccable behavior he had, everything just went through the roof. So he knew something, but he would be thinking of something else, but be saying the wrong thing. He knew something was going on with him, but he couldn't put a finger on it. But he was quick to understand that actually somebody put a curse on him. So he was actually looking for this guy. Now, in another story, parallel line, there was this other guy who is a tout. I think he came across the same man, and the man put a curse on him. So he practically kind of switched the two characters. So the tout was speaking very good Queen's English, very, very funny. In fact, let me just put this clip for you to see.
Wow. I the same thing, but my own is upside down razz. I've been talking like this for weeks and it's going to ruin my reputation. My particular problem, you see, I'm an Abel. I come from a long line of Abels, and that has been a part of the history of Lagos for centuries. What self-respecting Abel talks like this? Going around using words whose meaning I don't even know. I had to move out of the hood because the other Abels were conspiring to beat me. Me! Hey, me! That do bill me! I want to find the man responsible for this. I can give him the right warning until he gets rid of whatever juju he's put over me. That is the same thing I want to do. I want to meet him and ask what thing I did to him that made him to do what he did, because I swear I didn't do anything. Look at me. Honestly, this whole debacle has left me completely flabbergasted, and I don't even know what flabbergasted means. Did he also do that? No, this one is mechanical. Well, I must admit to having an inkling as to why I may be deserving of such a curse. My little brother, you see, wants to go to college and get an education. I want him to be like me, labourer. It's family tradition. Family labourer. See, you get it. So I told him nasty thing. I decided not to pay for his tuition. I told him I couldn't afford to pay for your college education. But I very well can. The fallout is devastating. Devastating. What does devastated mean?
And of course, the guy that is meant to be learning and educated, that's always, chasing people around, correcting people and being nasty, now became the razz tout guy. Anyway, you need to see this movie. I will give this movie an 8. It's a good laugh. You need to watch it. That's what. Then the next one I'm going to talk about is, yes, U-Turn. This is an interesting movie. This movie as well also took place, the whole story took place in a taxi. So the story was about the taxi driver and the passenger. They both had different agenda, but the journey took them through ups and downs. And at the end of the day, they now became useful to each other. The evil plan they had for each other just went through the roof because of all the experience. Quite an intelligent plot as well, but very interesting. I'll give it a 7 because there were some of the plot that were kind of iffy, but it was still okay. So I'll give U-Turn a 7/10. Now, have I talked about all the movie I saw? Then the last one I'm going to talk about is called the Griot. Yeah. Now this story, the setup is in a village somewhere in Nigeria, and it's about these two friends. They were very close. One was shy, one was an extrovert out there. So the one that was shy was very intelligent. It was into making ashoke, those traditional African African material for Yorubas in particular. Him and his father were known for that in the village, making that. And he was very shy, but very intelligent. And this other extrovert, his best friend, always go to him and uses him, get stories and get ideas from him. And because he's an extrovert, he's out there showing the world what he acquired from his friend, but no one knew about it. So he became the storyteller for the village. He got a lot of gift from the king because the story was bringing people into their village, and they were getting richer. Things was getting really good in the village, and he became really proud and pompous. And he didn't tell people that all the stories weren't his, like just that of his friends. And his friend was interested in a girl. He was interested as well, but he wasn't sincere to his friend. Instead of helping his friend to get the girl, he was trying to get the girl for himself. But of course, good always win. The quiet guy got the girl at the end of the day, but something sad, really happy to tell you. You need to see it. The Griot is a fantastic movie. I loved it. I loved every bit of it. So I'm going to give The Griot a 9. Some of these movies are new, some are old, but because I've not had time to see them, I just combined everything and I just binged on them over the holiday. So guys, those I spend my holiday with my family. Every bit of this program or movie that we watched was just fantastic. So if you have time, you can go and see this movie and binge on them. So guys, my next vlog video DIY, I plan to do a lot of DIY this year, and of course also do a lot on my fashion as well. So keep watching, keep coming back, keep subscribing, keep liking, keep commenting, keep doing everything this new year. So in this 2023, let's grow this channel together. I mean, let's have fun, let's make good videos for the channel. If you have anything you'd like me to actually talk about this year or do this year on my channel, please leave the comment below and I will see what I can do about it. To my next vlog video DIY, it's bye for now guys. Stay safe and take good care of yourself. Bye guys. Bye. Mwah. Bye.